All right, we're going to talk about balance. This is the last folder that you'll need for your repetition texture balance project. 20 photos, and it's basically a design principle. There's three main categories: is symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial balance. And so this is a symmetrical, vertically symmetrical image. On the left and the right are the same. This is radial balance, and even though it's not balanced on either side, you can see that there's a circular pattern. And here as well, circular pattern. So even if the circle is a dead center, it's still considered radial. And then you can also intentionally shift the balance and make it asymmetrical. So for example, in this one, there's more ocean than there is shore. And that can be part of the storytelling process. And as always, if you go to Unsplash, you should be able to see this article. I'm sorry, not Unsplash. There's examples from Unsplash, but this explains the concepts in a little bit more detail. If you'd like to read them, you can. And these can be different visual elements too. And so I wanted to go through, and just again, the whole intent is to just go for a walk and see what you can find out there in the world. So this might be considered a balanced photo because there's a balance between the cloudy portion of it and the sunny portion of it. This one might be balanced because you've got male and female mallards. Another balanced photo, I kind of thought of this as yin-yang, but it's a little bit off. This photo balances the lower half with the upper half, so it's the grade of the dirt and the tool that did it. It's part of the storytelling process of that picture. Light and shadow, again, this is a horizontal symmetrical balance, and if you don't notice there's a little shadow there, you get to see that impact. This is vertical balance between two different landscapes with the tules, without the tules, or the cattails. This would be a good example of radial balance coming out of the center, and this would be a vertical balance. So again, you're looking for things that you can play off against each other. In this one, it's more balance of colors. So on one side you have pink, and the other side you have green, but the element is the same. This is another radial balance photo. So you've got radiating lines coming from the central point. This is a balanced photo too, because you've got the same amount of plants on one side of the line as the other. Maybe I could touch up the alignment of that, but that's a good balance photo. And then this is a conceptual balance photo. So in this one, the sign is much bigger than the playground, but the reason I took this photo is so that you could show that the concepts can balance against each other as well as the actual visual elements. So the concept of a closure notice and the concept of a park bench can be the things that you're balancing in your photo when you're working with balance. This is again another radial balance photo, but again just trying to highlight that it doesn't have to be dead center, that the radial point can be anywhere. I had an idea for radial balance here. Probably should do pepper or something to try and reshoot this. And then of course there's a radial balance sometimes found in nature. So basically go out there, take 20 photos, try to balance out, try to do different ideas: conceptual, asymmetrical, symmetrical, radial. And I think you'll get the most out of it if you start looking in the world in that way. And then 20 photos, please be sure to add them to your file. Thank you.